Today it's all about furniture. So, are you ready to learn 6 great phrases for talking about furniture? Well, let's begin. Straight into our list. On the screen, you can see sleek, elegant, chic, rustic, minimalist, contemporary. Wow, what an incredible list. Make sure you've got a pen in your hand and you're writing these down as we go. Sleek, that lovely E sound. Smooth, modern, and stylish are going to be our useful words for remembering this. When we see something modern and kind of smooth, sleek. Elegant, tasteful, graceful, sophisticated. Wow, very advanced word there. If you don't know it, write it down and go and find it. So, tasteful, a piece of furniture that looks maybe collectible or well designed, elegant. Chic, I love this word. Stylish in a trendy way. Again, modern, right? So something modern here. Maybe something simple, but very stylish. Chic, could even be colorful. Rustic, one of my favorite words in English. Simple, key word to remember. Simple, country style. Old-fashioned charm. Already I'm thinking of a country house, someplace in the countryside. A small cottage with a wooden coffee table or a thick dining table. Rustic, simple keyword there. Minimalist, simple and clean in design. You can see we've got sleek with modern as a keyword. Chic, trendy, also modern could be a keyword here. Minimalist, we're also thinking modern, but very simple. Kind of the opposite of rustic, we're thinking more durable, thick pieces. Minimalist, often elegant, modern pieces of furniture. And last on the list is contemporary. Lovely, more formal word for modern. So let's try and upgrade that piece of vocabulary and start using contemporary art instead of modern art. Contemporary design instead of a modern design. Modern, trendy, and current. Current being now, something that's popular now. Okay, below me you can see some sample sentences. I'm looking for something sleek for my living room. Wow, what an elegant lamp. Talking about a light. Honestly, I tend to prefer minimalist designs. Very simple sample sentences. My father just bought a rustic dining table from the local market. Sounds good. I think what we're going to do now is have a look at some sample images with these words, all right? On the screen to the side, you can see not a dining table, a coffee table. Below me is the vocabulary, so start thinking, what words would you use to describe this table? It has to be sleek, right? Well, I'm looking for a contemporary table. How about this incredibly sleek coffee table made from glass, steel, and concrete? We can see we've got some concrete as one of the legs. We're using steel as another leg, and then we have a glass table top. Personally, it's not my taste. Maybe some of you like it, but you can see the use of sleek and contemporary. Maybe you're shopping around and you go to a store and you say, "Hi, I'm looking for some contemporary pieces of furniture." Sounds really good, and they'll know exactly what you're saying. Okay, next up. Start thinking about some words from our list that you could use for this. And yeah, you guessed it, rustic. Oh wow, what a lovely rustic coffee table. That'll look perfect in my living room. Rustic coffee table. Have a look at the table. Look at the legs, really thick and sturdy, very strong. Simple. Remember, keyword for rustic, simple design. It looks like it could be made from some old floorboards or something like that. Definitely something you'd find in the countryside. Alright. Plus, it looks really sturdy. Lovely word I like to use when talking about rustic furniture. It means strong. So, hey, that's a bonus piece of vocabulary for today. A strong piece of furniture. Sturdy piece of furniture. Look at that table. Doesn't it look sturdy? Really strong. Next up. Okay, this is interesting. What words are you thinking of? I'm thinking about cheek. I'm looking for a cheek sofa for my new apartment. Again, imagine you're shopping for some furniture. You walk into a store and you ask them for something cheek. They'll know exactly what you're after. And doesn't it look so cheek? It's kind of weird for me. It's not my kind of sofa, but would definitely fit some of my friends' apartments. Okay, next up. Okay, this is interesting. And yeah, I guess it's going to be minimalist, right? Actually, I prefer a clean, minimalist living space. Clean, that key word of minimalist. Very simple. A lot of open space. You can see we've got a modern sofa, a very basic, simple coffee table, and a lot of open space here. Minimalist design. Contemporary minimalist design. Alright, so here we have our list. Make sure you've written them down and start using them. Go onto the internet, start looking at some chairs or some sofas, things that you would like to put in your home, and start using these new words to describe them. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. That's going to bring this short but sweet episode to an end, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.